Hello, my name's Reverend Kate, and I'm the vicar here at St Paul's Church. Have you ever been to St Paul's? Maybe you've walked past it on your way to school or nursery. Well, why not come inside? Because I'm going to tell you a special story that we celebrate at church at Christmas time. It's called the Christmas Story. The Christmas story is a story about God. But who is God? Well, Christians believe that God is the person that made you and me. God is the person who made the whole world. The plants and the animals, the hills and the sea. And God is the person who made the whole universe, the stars and the sun and the moon. But God is so big and we can't see God. And God wanted to show us that God was our friend. But it's quite hard to be friends with someone you can't see. So God decided to visit us. And then God could see us and touch us, play with us, tell stories, have snack, all the things that we do with our friends. But if God was going to visit us, God needed some people to help. So our story starts with an angel. An angel is just someone who brings special messages from God. And this angel was sent to visit a girl called Mary. Now, the angel said to Mary, God has got a really important job. God wants to visit and show the world that God's our friend. But God's going to be born as a little baby. Would you be the mum to that little baby and look after that baby as it grows up? Well, Mary thought this is quite an important job. But she said, yes, I'll help God with God's amazing plan. Now, God knew that Mary would need some help with this really important job. So, Mary was going to be married to a man called Joseph. And one night, when Joseph was fast asleep, the angel spoke to Joseph in a dream and said, Mary is about to have a very special baby. The baby will be God come to visit us and to show everyone that God is our friend. Then the angel went away and Joseph woke up. And Joseph said, I'm going to help Mary look after the special baby. But while Mary and Joseph were still waiting for this special baby to be born, something happened. They were told they had to go back to the place their family came from to be counted. Now, Mary and Joseph lived in a place called Nazareth, but Joseph's family came from a village called Bethlehem, which was a long way away. They had to travel all the way to Bethlehem. I'll give them a donkey to help them, because there were no cars, there were no motorbikes, there were no trains. It was a long way. And when they got to Bethlehem, there were so many people there to be counted, there was nowhere to stay. So, someone kind said that they could stay in this stable, which wasn't the same as being in a house, but at least it was warm and dry. So there we go, we'll put our donkey and Mary and Joseph in the stable. And while they were staying in the stable, the baby was born. A little tiny baby. And there was no cot, there was no Moses basket for this baby, but there was a manger. And the manger was where they used to put the food for all the animals. But it was just the right size for a sleeping baby. This special baby was here, ready to show the world that God was their friend. This was exciting news, and God wanted to share it with lots of people. So, the angel had another job to do. The angel had to tell some shepherds on the hills nearby. The shepherds were looking after their sheep. And the angel said, "Don't be afraid." They were a bit scared. Not everybody sees an angel on the hills at night. "Don't be afraid. But today in Bethlehem, a special baby is born. The baby is God, come to be with you and to show you that God is your friend. If you go to Bethlehem, you'll find the baby fast asleep in a manger." Well, the shepherds were amazed, but they decided to go and see if what the angel said was true. So they ran all the way down the hill into Bethlehem, and they found the special baby asleep in the manger. So God had shared this exciting news with some people who were nearby, but God wanted to tell the whole world the exciting news about this special baby come to show us that God was our friend. So God put a special star in the sky. And there were some wise people. They lived a long way away. I should put them really over here, but I'll put them just here. They were some wise people, and they lived a long way away. And these wise people used to watch the stars. And one night they saw this new star, and they said, "Something special's happened. We think this star means that a special baby has been born, a baby who is a king." So they decided to follow the star. And they didn't have planes or trains or cars, so I'm going to give them a camel. And they followed the star every night for lots and lots and lots of nights until they arrived in Bethlehem. And they brought the baby some presents. Now, if I was buying a baby a present, I might buy it a toy or a book. But they brought some very strange presents, 3 presents: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Because this baby wasn't just an ordinary baby, this was God come to visit us. And so they brought special presents for God and for a king. So that's the Christmas story. And after a while, the baby grew up, just like we do, and grew up to be a boy, and then to be a man. And throughout his life, he had lots of adventures and did lots of things to show everyone that God is their friend. Happy Christmas.